Well, good day, good morning, or good evening, wherever it is, whatever time it is for you right now as you view this brief video. I'm in the office today as I have intended to be in the month of September for about 3 hours a day. And I am thanking each of you who prayed for me and who brought my health and condition before the Lord regularly over the last month. My SARS-CoV-2 diagnosis was received on the 28th of July, and so it's been more than a month actually. 5 days in the hospital to be monitored, and the doctor said I had a mild case. Well, it didn't feel mild at all to me. It was about as ill as I've ever felt. And I want to thank you for your prayers and kindnesses over this last month or more. While I was indisposed, I thought a lot about life, how I'd lived mine. I didn't have much time to do anything else, but I did think about a lot of things. And, I've thought about how much coaching I've done in the 45 years since I started teaching, and some of the impact I may have had on young men, young women who were on teams that I coached. Because for me, it was more about coaching. I love basketball. And nowadays, coaching has really dropped from my horizon. Not just because of the last month, but the last 15 years I haven't done much coaching. But 25 or 30 years of it gives you some things to look back on. And I thought about team and how a community, whether it's a school community or 12 or 15 players on a basketball team or another team, or a faculty and so forth, how one player fails on a team. You can have 5 people who are out there on the floor, on the basketball floor, and then one person forgets an assignment, doesn't remember what we're doing, causes a failure, at least for that period of time, causes failure for the whole team. And so this is just a brief reminder. I just want to give this reminder not to parents alone, not to students alone, not to faculty and staff alone, but all the way to me, to all of us. We need this reminder. And a tight community like that of Pan American Christian Academy likes to be together. We want it to be normal, and we want it to be right, and it feels right, but we can make no assumptions. Please understand this. We can make no assumptions. It means daily checking if you're a student, thinking about your health. How do I feel? You can't come to school when you have certain symptoms. You need to share those with your parents. As a parent, asking your children, I know you probably ask them twice a day, if not more, but making sure that we're not making a decision to send our child to the school that's going to impact everything. As this has happened more than once in the last year plus, and it probably might happen again no matter our degree of vigilance. But vigilance is important, especially to a community like this. It means that teachers who may or may not want to miss these days have to make sure that they are thinking of their health. It means that I have to make sure. By the way, I am negative for SARS-CoV-2, so I don't want anybody to worry about that. I've been negative for quite some time, and I think that if we think of it as a team, and we're sure that we're going to stay home when the symptoms arise, we're going to keep our distance proper, we're not going to be arm in arm with our classmates on campus, for instance, we're not going to be unmasked. These things have happened, and partially I think because recently they've happened, and partially I think it's because 100% open feels great. It feels like a good thing, and we want it to be different, and we want to go back and be able to be unmasked around our classmates or other students in other grades. So our students, you cannot do that. We have to remain vigilant, or we end up with situations like we're in right now. Nobody wants to open the school up more than our administration and keep it open. And so we ask your patience, we ask your vigilance. I think 100% open means we have to be more vigilant than less vigilant. And I am so pleased that we have this opportunity to meet like this. And we're going to be open on September 13th at 8 a.m. or 7:30 if you come a little earlier. And we love to see people here, and we are doing also our very best to make our lessons live. But when we have 5 or more teachers who are out and will be out for 2 weeks due to their contracting SARS-CoV-2, we cannot, and then we have 20 or more staff who are being tested and have a certain number of days to wait. The last potential exposure, of course, was Monday. And we have grades 2 and 7, kindergarten 2, 7 and 12 that have a variety of levels we don't know yet. And so we felt we had to close even next week to give this time to settle out and then start afresh. And please be vigilant. And when you're on campus, students, follow those clear, simple, few protocols. That's all we're asking. Now, I hope you have a great holiday, although you may have too much homework over the next 4 days. But I do wish you all a happy Independence Day and ask God to keep you safe and sound during the holiday, as well as the following 5 days after the holiday. God bless you. I pray for you, and I'm grateful to be back in fairly decent condition. Have a great weekend.